now we know the truth about Netflix. Okay, they changed the article's name to, "Oh, we're not really paying people." Okay, so but when the Critics' Choice Awards and the annual, Hollywood ceremony affecting the award ceremonies, because we all know every award ceremony now. Any award ceremony doesn't matter who it's hosted by. If it's hosted by, it's always these, it's proof that the media and all these people that's out of touch with the audience. Is of course the YouTube awards, those were a joke. The Game Awards again were a joke, and of course the all the Golden Globes and all the Hollywood awards are also a big joke. So in the Critics' Choice Awards and annual Hollywood ceremony reflected the taste of hundreds of critics, and now it's astounding that Sunday one company rose above the other. Netflix. You know, they obviously must have paid because they are scared of Disney Plus, because Disney Plus isn't even that great, but 61 film and television nominations, nearly double the amount of its year's competitor. Streams has also had movies with the most nominations. The Irishman was had nearly the best of half the best film actor field. The accolades were surprising because there was a lot of praise for some of Netflix's recent releases. The post wrote that Netflix had followed journalists into the voters' bodies, whereas it includes 400 critics and outlets around the country. To Los Angeles to New York on pricey trips, the streamers critics pay. So Netflix is essentially doing the same thing. It's doing stuff that Disney does. They pay people to give the movies awards. Okay, that's what Disney does as well. That's what Disney wigs like the best animated movie list, and of course the best CGI movie. Disney always wigs those so they can always win. I won't be surprised that even in the best visual effects category, they managed to get like Avengers wins it, or the Lion King wins it because Disney obviously rigs it so they can win. Of course, it doesn't happen every year, but you know Disney at least tries to rig it so at least it gets second place or third place. So, or at least on the nominations. Okay, like with Black Panther. I won't be surprised if Disney paid the Oscars to put Black Panther on them. It's not even, it's not even the best of the Marvel movies. And you're telling me it's better than the Infinity Wars came out in the same year. Okay, basically screening with perceptions at Los Angeles and, put swag promotional items as soon as seek to create buzz around the contenders. Yeah, the same 5 or 6 movies that every year that are basically Oscar bait movies. You know, the goal is to win support and often votes. The respect of the community centering journalists on free trips to achieve the aim that the new front defies wars, demonstrating Netflix win at all cost mentality, combined with its ability to put these costs. The post release of 4 trips, so this is actors were not authorized to speak to them publicly. Interview saying that Netflix essentially is paying to get, their movies on there. So here's the movies here. The Irishman, that I don't, Dolomite is my name, The Two Popes, and Marriage Story, and I can see why the Marriage Story and Irishman are nominated for awards. A lot of people saying it is one of the best movies of the year, but do you really think that Netflix should have half the movies of the year? And of course, people will say, "Oh, you don't get it. Streaming is the future of movies. Streaming is the future of movies." No, it isn't. Okay, streaming is not the future of anything. Okay, digital only is not the future of anything. It's just like these people just, trying to promote this digital only society. It just won't work. And now we know the truth that Netflix actually paid them to get these awards. Okay, get these movies all these awards. Okay, the trip for the two popes that included Fail. Now which of course I knew already Oscars were rigged. If it was really we all know the People's Choice Awards are even rigged as well to make so only Disney wins. Okay, only the Disney movies win, not anyone else. Okay, only the movies owned by Disney win. In that award, about 40 such people were on the trip, said the person, who were not asked to be identified because they didn't want to be known as having taken it. So basically, the Irishman and all these Netflix movies, okay, Dolomite and all these Two Popes and these Netflix movies, okay, these were, Netflix are basically paying these people to show people these movies and say they're the best movies of the year. If you don't nominate them, then we'll be angry at you. Okay, we'll get Twitter after you. Okay, the most here visit seats such for upcoming movies. F. Neither was booking on award contenders. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association votes on the Golden Globes, which Now we know that companies like Netflix and probably Disney as well pay critics to give at least their movies good reviews. And some of the movies, of course not all of them, because as I was to establish a causal link between scripts and the high number of nominees. You know, but it's an always requirement in Netflix to woo voters, help awareness and goodwill while many of the rivals. And of course, it is also pretty suspicious because Netflix doesn't want to lose their relevancy to Disney. Of course, we don't like Disney either, but Netflix doesn't want to lose their relevancy to Disney. That's why they're trying to nominate all these Oscar bait movies for Best Picture and Best movie, Best accent, Best everything. Netflix is trying to nominate all these movies for best something, best this, best this. And we all know obviously they're trying to just put these movies up because Netflix is paying these so they don't make sure they don't lose the Disney Plus. Netflix started among your race to the recently, goes to New York City. So some movies that meet Oscar nominee requirements but actually agree to exclusive theatrical release. Quick, so there's another example, the company trying to discuss the system with which describes the Oscar contender play defeated in New York or Los Angeles, and Netflix says it was to preserve the cinematic landmark. No, they don't. They want everybody to go on Netflix, obviously, You won't be able to buy these movies on Blu-ray or DVD. You won't be able to watch if I go to theaters, I can't see these movies, okay? None of us normies can see these movies in theaters. You have to watch these on Netflix, okay? And that's the whole thing here, okay? Netflix is just is influencing the vote, and now we know that is the truth here, that Netflix is influencing the vote for the Oscars. Netflix is just like Disney. Just like Disney, they try to influence the vote here. But we all know the Oscars are all paid, here, and we all know the Oscars are all paid. Now we know the truth about the Oscars as well. The Oscars are all, and the Golden Globes are all paid for. They're all corporate paid for stuff. Okay, they're not actually awarding the best movies of the year. They're awarding whichever company can pay them the most amount of money, and and of course the company that pays the most amount of money, of course, will always win, like Netflix. So now we know the truth about Netflix. Netflix is paying critics to give their movies nominations and all that stuff, and it's just sickening that they're allowing Netflix to get away with this stuff, and even you know, and even the people are saying that anti-Netflix, appear. Even Amazon is trying to do same tricks that Netflix does because they know that they have to cut. They don't want to have to compete. That they want to be able to be relevant in the next 5 years because of Disney Plus. Because even though Disney Plus is not that great, I don't want Disney Plus either. I don't want Disney Plus because it's garbage. But and because of course it's giving money to the mouse, the company that wants to ruin everything. But of course, Netflix is of course paying critics to give the movies good reviews. Now I know now I know it's the truth. And of course, this long time it raised the specter from Upstart from Harvey Weinstein as well, doing the same thing as well. Um, specifically to stop Harvey Weinstein, from his company from doing the same thing. I won't be surprised in the next year they put some regulations to Netflix to make so Netflix does not pay for all these movies, but all like this, so they can don't have a monopoly over the Oscars and Golden Globes. So that's basically it. Goodbye. Well, of course, they'll probably do nothing to stop Disney.